All right, so Corey Amran here, and today I am going to be discussing what my project was and what I'm going to be talking about in my research paper. Going back to the Second Great Awakening, I have decided to focus on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, better known as the Mormons. And this religion was founded in upstate New York, just outside of Palmyra, New York. Joseph Smith was their founder, and the roots go back all the way to about 1820. Joseph Smith claimed to have had a vision in New York, in upstate New York, very close to his home. The Mormons now call this place the Sacred Grove. Joseph claimed to have seen God and Jesus Christ, and in this vision that he had, God told him, or I should say Jesus Christ, because God only said it one line to him, according to Joseph Smith, that none of the religions at the time are correct, and that he was called to a greater work. And Joseph then went on to have a vision from what he called an ancient prophet from the Americas named Moroni. Moroni told Joseph where these golden plates were. Within the golden plates, Joseph went and found these golden plates in a place called Cumorah, Hill Cumorah, and he dug them up, and he later translated them. Joseph claimed that these were the writings of civilization that was here in America, that actually followed prophets and were actually Christians. They believed in Jesus Christ before Columbus got here, and by the time Columbus got here, I guess the religion had been lost. But he translates this book from the plates. It is later called the Book of Mormon, hence why we call the members of the Latter-day Saints Mormons. It's from their sacred book. Why they call it Mormon is Mormon was the man that they claim that abridged the book and compiled it, and they named it after him. Joseph went on to organize the religion in 1830 in Palmyra, New York, and in Fayette, New York. Palmyra is where he lived, but it was in actually Fayette, New York. And they soon had many followers. They had moved from New York. They went to Ohio, Kirkland, Ohio, where they established a settlement within Kirkland. They built their first temple there, the Mormons did. They were soon driven out of Kirkland because of their interesting beliefs, and they decided to go to Jackson County, Missouri, which is just by Independence. Same thing there. They started establishing a settlement and were soon driven out by the locals again, just because their beliefs were so different from the others. Actually, the governor even issued what they call an extermination order, where it's actually legal to kill a Mormon in Missouri, and they didn't recall this law until 1972. They then went to Illinois and created a city called Nauvoo, which in Hebrew means I just looked this up. But it means I think it means sacred place in Hebrew, if I recall correctly. They also called it the City of Joseph because Joseph Smith was the one who founded it. He was the mayor, the head of the what they call the Nauvoo Legion, which was like their militia. They were there for a bunch of years. They prospered, but then they introduced the doctrine of polygamy, having more than one wife. When they introduced that, there was very soon after trouble again. Joseph and his brother Hiram were arrested. They went to Carthage jail, and in Carthage jail they were both assassinated. And this was really the foundings of the Mormon faith, later taken over by Brigham Young, who led the majority of the Mormon followers to what is now Utah. I think there's so much more about this, obviously, but those are the bases of the religion and the founding during the Second Great Awakening by Joseph Smith.